Right, so we're back
The
in the
old
Stone Market
chapel on
graveyard.
Morningside. The court of the Queen of Beggars.
So we are going to continue on with the actual story missions. And I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to cut out me exploring the city because I don't think it's very interesting. You want to see story missions. You want to see the good stuff. So we'll cut out all the crappy little jobs and stuff. And we'll stick to what we've got. Hopefully that will make for a far more interesting, let's play. And yeah, this is how it's going. So let's just cut ahead while I have a look around this area. You don't need to see that. Here we go.
It's a lonely night.
It's the best kind.
Garrett, you walk a path few would wish.
That's the only one I know.
Quite. You know what they say about me?
That you know everything that happens in this city.
Not everything. Just the important things. What brings you here? Seeking my counsel?
A year ago, I was at the Northcrest Mansion. Something went wrong. What happened to me? What happened to Aaron?
Wonderful lip sync work once again.
A year ago. Men who believed themselves to know best try to control something they didn't fully understand for their own ends. The balance has shifted. We can all feel it.
That's your answer?
When my beggars found you, after the accident, they thought you were dead. But you were not dead. So we healed your broken body and brought you from the city to keep you safe while we waited. But then, just after the gloom started, something began to wake you. It was time for you to return home. This city grows sick. It will tell you all in time, if you choose to listen. Careful, Garrett. There are worse things in the shadows than you.
See, I can't help but feel that I missed something there. Because the lips don't sync up. It just, I don't know. Pretty sure I
Seeking
can't
my
get anything.
counsel, child of the shadow. The coin cannot hold back the darkness, but it can ease the hunger.
pretty sure that since I have no focus, it doesn't do anything.
Seeking my counsel, child of the shadow.
So,
Goodbye for now, Garrett.
yeah. That was kind of a waste of coins. I just wanted to see if it would do anything. Okay, let's see now. Where am I going? Over here. It's time to do this chapter in a proper sense. Dust to dust. Welcome back to Thief. It's chapter 2. Dust to dust.
Sirs, we've been hauling corpses since dawn. We just want this day to be done.
Did you hear this lazy gutter shite? Consider yourself lucky you're pulling that card and not in it! Now move!
Come on.
I've had my fill of cart rides. I'll find my own way in.
Maybe I'll sleep tonight.
Alright, so yeah, we're changing things up a little bit. And I am now going to just do the chapters and show those. Because you don't need to see me wander around the city. Also, my talking during these things, it hasn't been up to much. So instead of just giving you a
They call that
half-assed
work?
commentary,
Keep
gonna
that
talk about
friggin'
something
dog
else.
quiet and wake me when shift's done, will you?
How can you sleep in a place like this? And the General's here too, grinding his teeth and his frigging leg.
Watch and learn. Watch and learn.
gotta love that guy.
What's next?
So yeah, I'm just gonna talk. You might be interested in what I'm saying. If you're not, hopefully you're interested in the actual video gameplay. So yeah, I mean, I've played a lot of games, and for me, the thing that's most important is enjoyment. I mean, people talk about, you know, the holy trinity of games, and you know, the things that make them great. And they always talk about, you know,
I should get more
graphics,
sleep.
story, and gameplay. And, you know, I'm more of a story and gameplay sort of person rather than graphics. Graphics are the least important.
I should get more sleep.
But I can forgive a game for having a poor story, poor gameplay, and poor graphic, provided that I actually enjoy playing it. Which might seem a little odd, but, you know, I've played some of those games. I grew up playing other. I mean, you got some really simple games back in the day, and they were awful. But, you know, I played them for hours and I loved them. And I never beat them because they were just ridiculously hard. And I'm sure a lot of other people are like that as well. But one thing that you're seeing is a lot of dicks out there who, you know, they call themselves hardcore gamers. And I mean,
drink.
for me, I've never thought of myself as a hardcore gamer. I play a lot of games. I like games. I'd like to think that I'm fairly good at some games. But, you know, for me, a hardcore gamer was always, you know, someone who loved the game so much that they had, you know, mastered it. They played it so much that they got crazy skills. And that was what a hardcore gamer was to me. So I never felt that I could really, you know, call myself that. I mean, there have been a few cases, a few games where I've thought, you know, where I've been fairly good at them. I've even, you know, done challenge runs of other games like Valkyria Chronicles on the PS3, various other games. I mean, I love those games, and I was fairly decent at them, to the extent where I gave myself handicaps to make them more enjoyable. But no, I've never considered myself to be a hardcore gamer, and I don't think a lot of these other people should be calling themselves that either. I mean, these people,
It's cold out
it's
tonight.
become sort of a subculture. mean, I'm not gonna say that this is everyone, but people who call themselves hardcore gamers tend to be
What's happened to
dicks.
this place?
And there's a lot of them on the forums and stuff. And I think it's to do with, like, you know, especially you'll notice in their forum posts and stuff like that, that they talk about filthy casual. And, you know, stuff like that, and that's terrible. But I understand why it's like that. I mean, it's like you're feeling like someone's invading your culture. And, you know, this is your thing. And it was something that made you special. And I can understand that. I mean, when I was not even young, like, this is fairly recent. I mean, if anyone's played... If you've seen my channel, you've seen my modding stuff. You see that I made a mod called Paths of the Earth for Legend of Grimrock. And in that mod, I included a spare. And that spare was called Snowpoint. And that was a reference to Lord of the Rings. And I put that in I put that in expecting some people to get it. Not everyone to get it. No one got it. So for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about,
What's happened to this place?
Snowpoint is the name of Gil-galad Spare. If you're wondering who Gil-galad was, he was the Elven king who, he was the Elven king in the Last Alliance. Lord of the Rings, the first battle against
I'd
Sauron
wager
and
that
stuff.
hound is more attentive than his masters.
And, yeah. So not many people would have known what his spear's name was,
Rest.
let alone the fact that it translates from Elvish into Snowpoint. And I made the assumption that some people would know that, based on the fact that I knew that. So that's kind of bad, because, I mean, it shows, obviously, that I like Lord of the Rings a lot. I like fantasy in general, and I'm kind of a, you know, obsessive personality like that. So, I mean, if I enjoy these things to an extent which is probably a little too much. People don't I mean, like, you wouldn't want to watch the movies with me, because I would spoil them for you. I would point out differences between the novels. I would expand upon the lore. I would just generally do things because,
Rats everywhere.
you know, I find these things interesting. I think that you should find them interesting too. And you probably don't. In fact, you probably find it annoying. And most people do. And that's just, you know, how I am. And when the movies came out, I found that there were a lot of people who are calling themselves big Lord of the Rings fans and stuff like that. And it's happened with other movies, other novels.
Wish there was
And
a sloop stall
they'll
nearby.
just say stuff, and it's just, it just annoys me. Because they're like the most superficial fans. And they don't know anything, and it's like, you can't stand the fact that they think that they can come in and sort of call themselves fans when they don't have the same devotion, they don't have the same love of the, you know, thing as you do, and you're kind of a dick, and you hate them. You hate them for this, and you think, you know, this was my thing. This was, you know, this was the thing that, you know, is special to me. And especially when you're, you know, and I know that a lot of people would say, oh yeah, you know, socially awkward nerd, yeah. Yeah, I was like that at school. I mean, socially awkward, kind of picked on. I remember one time someone set my hair on fire in the hallway at school. That was, yeah.
Garrett.
So yeah, I'm one of those people. Slightly obsessive,
Aaron,
annoying.
am I sick?
It's partly my own fault, because I was an ass. But yeah, you don't want people coming in and being all getting up and to your special thing. It's your thing, and you know that's happening. I think with gaming, because especially when the attitude these people are having, that you're having, the casuals are ruining gaming and stuff. It's they're seeing them as invading their, you know, special thing. This is our thing, and why are you coming in here? And you know,
Comes one more for the knacker's yard. The general will want this lot seen to before last bell.
Look at this. A highborn in with the lowlifes. I wonder what he's got.
Not out here slooping the brains.
We carted him gentle as we could. You are treating them with respect, aren't you?
Respect. Oh, yeah. Set the cart down inside.
yeah, as I was saying, I mean, you don't like when people invade you certain things. I mean, they're your thing. You don't. You feel like, you know, these people have their own things. Why are they coming and taking your thing? And really, I was like that for a while. And I think it was one of those talent shows. Someone was singing opera, and it got all these people going, you know, I like opera. It's really cool. And people who liked opera in the first place turned around and said, no. No, you don't. You don't understand this thing. It's special, and it's our thing. You don't appreciate it.
Rourke's teeth! If it's not the corpses, it's these oversized bloody puppets. I'll end up being rowed out to Moira at this rate.
And I mean, I thought, seeing that you know,
Mannequins.
these people,
I came here looking for a body, but not this kind.
that these people should be more appreciative. They should be, you know, ah, crap. These people should be more appreciative of the fact that, you know, other people are interested in their thing. And they weren't.
I've
And
had
I
my
realized
fill
all
of
of a sudden
car
that, you know,
rides. I'll find
actually,
my
I'm
own
like
way
that.
in.
And really, you should sit down and you should look at that and you should go, embrace these people. You should bring them in. You should be excited about the fact that these people are, you know, interested in the things that you like. And yeah,
They call that work? Keep that friggin' dog quiet and wake me when shift's done,
So,
will you?
How can you
that's
sleep
that's
in
what
a
I'm seeing a
place
lot,
like this?
especially with this
And the
game.
general's here too.
I think it's.
grinding his teeth and his
I
frigging
mean,
leg.
Watch
I
and learn.
enjoyed Thief
Watch
and
learn.
Thief 2, Metal Age, Dark Project, but
Forget the glue.
I was never
If I
that, you know,
catch the fountain
that
with
crazy
droop,
about them. But a lot of these people, they like that this is their thing, and they're seeing it as people coming in who don't, you know, they don't appreciate it to the same depth as them, and it's just the same thing.
For a coffee.
And that's why, you know, they've got this issue with it. And really, you shouldn't.
What
You
happened to
shouldn't.
the
You should
sloop
be
sellers?
embracing people coming in. You should be saying, you know, this is a good thing. Because the more people who are enjoying your thing, the better. And I mean,
Gods to grave holes.
it is difficult, I guess. Then I think you've got, but no, that's not the only thing that's coming up. Obviously you've got trolls and
If I
stuff
catch the foundry man.
who just enjoy, you know, that sort of thing. And then there's another
I'd
group
wager
of
that
people
hound is more attentive
who
than
are
his
on the forums who
masters.
seem to just be there to, you know, they're the yes men.
Something feels wrong.
I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. These are the people who just, you know, there to agree with what the other guy is saying. They sort of inflame things. They're kind of a stereotype, really. If you've ever seen, you know, 80s movies and stuff, the bully will have, like, a guy who's just there who to, you know, repeat what they say and then kind of congratulate them on it.
I'm not
You sort of
feeling
see
all
that.
that well.
And it's again, it's part of that whole culture thing, and that these people are, you know, coming into the culture. They're trying to get into the culture as well, and you know, they're doing it by saying, yeah, look at me. I also agree with you. We're together. We're in a group. And yeah, so this game's getting a lot more hate than it should. Because I'm enjoying it. Certainly, I don't know if people are playing it on what difficulty or what, but I'm finding that with this difficulty setting that I'm using, it's really fun. I think it's a good addition to the series. I mean, it's not perfect. There's a lot of... The levels are quite often too small to really give you those multiple paths, but quite often it makes sense because a tailor's shop is only going to be so big. And yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can do with that.
Aaron. Am I sick?
Pretty sure there's some more treasure around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I like the game. I think people should lay off it and, you know, should be more embracing of people coming in and quite possibly, you know, people who like this game, who haven't tried the other Thief games. You know, there are others out there, you can play those. You can get them on Steam, it's actually pretty good. I mean, obviously if you're the
Knacker's Yard. The
person
General
who
will
cares
want
about
this
graphics
lot seen to before
successfully,
last bell.
Look at
then
this.
you're not going to be
A
interested in
highborn in with the lowlifes. I wonder what he's got.
Not out here, sloop for brains.
We carted him gentle as we could. You are...
So yes, that's my 2 cents. Hopefully my ramblings haven't put you off. But I think it's certainly interesting. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about
Sure, I snatched
nerd culture. It's very in right now.
Crap! Never find it again in this murk. Rourke's teeth! If it's not the corpses, it's these oversized bloody puppets. I'll end up being rowed out to Moira at this rate.
Mannequins.
Ah, shit.
I came here.
Okay, let's skip back to where I was. Okay, we're back into things. And
I think I
yeah,
looked
I've
here
said pretty
already.
much, I think, what I wanted to say. So we're just gonna go back to being quiet.
All this soot and dust isn't helping.
Okay, let's see this guard.
These mannequins
Clearly
are putting
looking
the
for
fog
something.
up me. Feel like I'm being watched.
Is he gonna come back this way, or he is? Okay, we need to get out of here then.
My ale money's going on remedies again.
I'm pretty sure there must be something good up there. So we're gonna try
End
and
up a
sneak
rat
past
show
them.
if I'm not careful.
Let's just watch how he does this.
I'm getting sick. I know it.
By the way, if you've got an opinion on anything I said, or you want to add to it,
Hey,
by all means... Oh, shit. By all means, leave me a comment. I do love to read them. The few that I get. Alright, so we're back
all
and
this soot and dust isn't helping.
slipped past this guy. Oh, shit. He's really close
These
now.
mannequins are putting the fog up me. Feel like I'm being watched.
Don't turn over here.
Those masked
shit.
quacks wouldn't take this job.
Oh, that was close.
Huh?
Damn it. Got greedy. Oh well. So as I was saying before I got greedy, if if you want to leave a comment, please do.
He's
I
probably
do
still
love to read
around.
them. And I gotta get past this guy. This may be quite difficult.
Hey,
Damn it! Oh, it's not worth coming up here again for the ashtray. It's just not worth it. Okay, next time we'll continue on into the thing. It'll be better than this. Yeah. Let's look forward to it.